In a world where the paranormal is just a breath away, we're spanning the globe to bring you the best in paranormal news. This is The Week in Weird. Hello, and welcome back to The Week in Weird. Our first story can be summed up by saying, he shoots, he scores, you die. Aside from a few possible boredom-related soccer deaths, the sport isn't normally associated with the paranormal. But that's not the case with the seemingly cursed footballer Aaron James Ramsey. Because when Aaron James Ramsey scores a goal, someone dies. The carnage began during the 2011-2012 season when the Arsenal midfielder scored 4 goals. And for every one of his 4 goals scored, someone famous or infamous met their doom. On May 1st, 2011, he scored a goal, and the next day, U.S. Special Forces killed Osama bin Laden. On October 2nd, he scored a goal, and 3 days later, Steve Jobs passed away. On October 19th, he scored a goal, and Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi was captured and killed. On February 11th of 2012, he scored his 4th goal of the season, and Whitney Houston was found dead. On November 30th of 2013, he scored 2 goals, and Fast and Furious actor Paul Walker died in a car accident. Then, on August 10th of the same year, he scored again, and the following day, Robin Williams was found dead in his home. The curse then seemed to let up for a while, but it soon reappeared. From 2016 to 2018, we lost David Bowie, Alan Rickman, Nancy Reagan, and Stephen Hawking, all following games in which the Grim Reaper of soccer scored a goal. All told, at least 16 well-known people have died either on the same day or within a few days of one of Ramsey's goals, including his most recent victim, Luke Perry, who died 5 days after a goal. For his part, Ramsey says the curse is absurd, and that there have been loads of occasions where he scored a goal and nobody's died. But is that really true? Our research team here at The Week in Weird found that indeed after every single goal that Aaron Ramsey scored in his career, someone, somewhere has died. They may not be famous, but they're just as dead. And a quick heads up, Ramsey's next game is this Monday, April 1st. So now might be a good time to make sure your will and life insurance are in order. Our last story may leave an odd taste in your mouth. Most everyone knows that the building blocks of a healthy lifestyle are a balanced diet, 8 hours of sleep, and at least 20 minutes of exercise every day. But for one man in Sheffield, England, an additional liquid supplement has been the key to his optimal health. For years, Fabian Farquharson suffered from stomach pains that doctors hadn't been able to diagnose nor treat successfully. He began researching alternative therapies and eventually adopted a more holistic fruitarian diet, consisting only of raw fruit, and he began to notice a difference immediately. Looking to feel even better, he continued his research and stumbled upon the health benefits of drinking one's own urine. He said that he'd always been open-minded, so he decided to give it a try. The taste, he said, was like a bitter ale, strong, but not terrible, and he had no problem finishing a glass. Initially, he drank it straight from the faucet, so to speak, but then he began to age the urine for 30 days before drinking it. He said that by aging the urine, it goes through what he describes as a magnification process that makes it more potent. He says that since he began drinking a pint of his own urine every day, he feels amazing. He's bursting with energy and he would never go a day without it. Further, he says he'd recommend it to anyone. All right, Fabian, I'll give it a try. Not bad. And that brings this episode of The Week in Weird to a close. I'm your host, Matt Bleistein, and I'll see you next week.